Yeah, Namaskaram Andi, Prasad Isupalli garu. And greetings to all. Thank you to each and every one of you for being here with us today. We are very pleased to be able to welcome those of you that have been with us for a very long time now, as well as those who are new to the NATS and KCTCA, the Telangana Cultural Association of Kansas City, and all to the new members, who are tuning into this program for the first time. We are proud to be able to kickstart this series of wonderful workshop sessions designed to help you unleash the superpowers of brain here through this wonderful Zoom session with you all. Before we get started, on behalf of NATS and KCTCA, I would like to express my sincere appreciation to all of those who generously helped us to make this event come together, to make it a success. And we couldn't have been able to present this without your help. Now I would like to welcome Sri Kiran Kanakadandla garu, who is a Board of Director, KCTCA, Venkat Mantri, NATS Coordinator, Kansas Chapter, and also Sri Jaisimha garu, Squadron Leader Jaisimha garu, who holds 14 Guinness records. Now I request Kiran Kanakadandla garu, who is the Board Chairman, Kansas City Telangana Cultural Association, to say a few words.
Thank you, Ravi. Welcome, everyone. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Hey, again, thanks, Ravi. And first of all, I'm really excited that we at Kansas City Telangana Association, in conjunction with NATS, we're continuing the journey together, and we're able to bring in more and more programs to the community. And we really appreciate this opportunity and welcome Jaisimha garu for agreeing to do this and then making this difference. I mean, with this COVID environment, the last year and a half now, right? We all kind of got used to these virtual meetings and virtual programs and everything. But now we're slowly entering into post-COVID environment where we're all coming back to the real world. Now, especially this particular series of 5 weeks of this program, the significance of this is unbelievable. Because, I mean, if you think about it, our kids, and we, when we were going to school in the college and beyond, every day it's a struggle to do better. Right? I mean, if you see the competitiveness that's increased in our environment, our education system, our careers. So it's all coming down to how greatly can you remember things? How greatly can you learn? And how fast can you learn, right? So now with this, hopefully this next 5 weeks of this program, we're able to bring in a totally different, it's not cultural, it's nothing to do with Telangana, it's nothing to do with India, it's nothing to do with a particular region of the world or religion of the world or language of the world, right? It is a human being fundamental requirement to excel. And so I'm really excited for this opportunity to be part of this and welcome all the participants to take advantage of this every single week, every minute. And again, thank you, Ravi, for this opportunity. And thank you, Jaisimha garu, for doing this. And good luck to all the participants. Get everything that you possibly can from these sessions in the next 5 weeks. Thank you.
Thank you, Kiran garu. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and wonderful young and dynamic minds that are tuned into Zoom session today. A warm welcome to you all on behalf of North America Telugu Society and Kansas Telangana Cultural Association, KCTCA. It has been great pleasure to me to introduce our speaker today, who is going to talk about the upgrading our brain and learning anything faster and unlocking exceptional life. This is a subject in which we should all be deeply interested because it's by enhancing our memory retention we can best ensure our future and expand our one's potential. Squadron Leader Jayasimha Garu is India's leading trainer in memory and soft skills. He is the only Indian to hold maximum Guinness records in the world who has 21 years of rich experience in the field of education, training, and development in Indian Air Force. He has won Sword of Honor from President Sri R. Venkataraman Garu for standing first in pilots training Air Force Academy. He has received many awards, medals, including Chief of Air Staff Commendation for his exemplary service in Indian Air Force. He is also a graduate of prestigious Defense Service Staff College, DSSC, Wellington. Sorry. Well, I don't want to talk too much about I don't want to take too much of your time. I need to leave some time for Sri Jayasimha Garu to introduce himself, and to all of you filled in some of the upcoming sessions. Today will be fun and full of learning. So very warm welcome to you, each and every one of you. If you have any questions, suggestions, clarifications, you can post in the Zoom chat. You can also plan to stream in live for those who are not able to participate in the Zoom session through Facebook Live, that is natsworld.org/FB Live. Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome, wonderful kids. Please join me in welcoming Squadron Leader Sri Jayasimha Garu. Thank you. Jayasimha Garu?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Can you start, sir?
Yeah, sure, sir.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, sir. You can, yeah.
Of you is 9:45 in India, and I don't know what time is it in the US. Must be 10:30 in the morning.
No? 11:30.
Different time zones untai, sir. 11:30, almost 11:30, Central Time Zone.
Fine. So hope all of you had your breakfast and you're all get ready to go. And my name is Squadron Jayasimha, and I welcome each and every one of you, especially the organization committee of NATS and my close friend, beloved, colleague Venkat, who had invited me for this session. And from today, for the next 5 weeks, we're going to have a lot of learning, lot of fun. So if you have your children, all those parents who are watching this program, if you have your children at home and if they're still asleep, wake them up, and this 1 hour, 1.5 hour session is going to be really useful for them. I know that you are going to invest your time and effort, but this is what the whole thing is all about. We're talking about memory. So many of you parents think that memory is only relevant, it is important, needed only for children. You are right to some extent. When you are a kid, when you are a student, if you simply tell your teacher that I remember, I understand, but I don't reproduce in the answer sheet, they will not promote you to the next grade, correct? So memory is very important. And if you want to get into any university, you want to get your dream job, you want to excel in a profession, you need to have all the facts and figures on your fingertips. For that, memory is going to help you. Especially, even if you are a retired person, you are 50, 55, 60, 70 years old, memory is so important because today, 75 to 85% people are suffering, not from COVID positive, but they're suffering from Alzheimer's, dementia. Like former Indian Prime Minister, Atal Bihari Vajpayee, 5 years before he died, he was not aware that Modi ji had become Prime Minister. He was awarded Bharat Ratna, he was not aware. He lost his memory. Our own former Defense Minister, George Fernandez, he lost his memory a few years before he died. And all of you know Ronald Reagan, the former US President. Before he died, he was not able to recognize his wife Nancy Reagan. He was not able to recognize. That means memory is so important. If you don't have memory, nothing you can do. For example, after this session, I want to go to my house. I had forgotten my house. I go and press my neighbor's house buzzer. What they will do? They're going to complain in the police station. That means memory is required. For that matter, whatever you think, whatever you say, whatever you do, whatever you are today, whatever you will become tomorrow, it's all based on memory. For example, imagine you have given me some money and I told you that I'm going to pay you in a month's time. And next month you asked me, Jessima, can you pay my money back? I said, which money? What money? I have not signed any legal document. You have not given any money. Where is the witness? So I imagine I have cheated you. So you have that experience in the brain. That memory is there. After some time, one more person would come and ask you for some money. What will you say? Last time I gave some money to Jessima, that guy cheated. So I'm not going to believe any stranger, any unknown person without a document. I will not believe. I will not give money. That means you are thinking, you are making a decision based on your memory. So everything will depend on memory. But unfortunately, we all take this memory for granted. And for that matter, anything in life, we human beings value anything before we get it. And we repent once we lose it. For example, before I have a bike, I will be craving to have the bike. When I lose the bike and I say, oh my God, I lost the bike. Same thing with our relationships as well. Before you have a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a spouse, you'll be craving to have them. And once you lose them, that's when you'll be repenting that, yes, I lost them. But when we have it, we don't actually value the importance. Memory is like that. And when you have good memory, it's going to really help you a lot. So I'm going to take you through a small journey of memory from today for the next 5 weeks. So you can get this session recorded and you can show it to your children. And maybe you can see it once, twice, thrice. And I will be available on a call anytime, because memory is such a vast subject that in 5 weeks, I may not be able to cover, but I will do my best to clarify your doubts. So I'm going to share my number at the end of the. You can actually send me your, any questions on my WhatsApp. I will try and cover that in the next session as well. But before we begin, shall we play a small game? Children are saying, yes, we would like to play a game. Not cricket, not football, not basketball. I'm asking about memory game, because memory is not about saying something. It's all about doing. So I'm going to teach you some skill. It's like driving a car. It is like, swimming. It is like operating a machine. Brain is a machine. So let us see some memory. Just now, one of our colleague has said, I have got maximum Guinness World Records. Which field? In the field of memory. Okay. What did I do? Question mark for all of you. Let me show you a small little PPT with all of you. Okay. Just let me show you a small PPT. Just let me take over the host. Okay. So can you make me co-host, sir, session?
Yeah, sure, sir. 2 minutes. 1 minute, 1 minute. I will do it.
I can share one PPT with them.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Please.
Yeah, I can do that. Look at the screen here. I have few numbers here. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Right? And if I tell you that you should remember these numbers, is it difficult or is it easy? You say it's so easy because all the numbers are only 4, 4. Very easy, right? Imagine I change these numbers to this. If I ask you, can you remember these numbers? What will you say? Seems to be difficult. For whom? For those who don't know the memory technique. For them, it is difficult. If you know the methodology, even for you, these numbers will be easy. How? Let me show you a small memory demonstration. And by end of these 5 sessions, I'll make you an expert where you can do a memory demonstration. You can stun people with your amazing memory. See, I have my colleague with me, and I'm going to request him to tell me some numbers. How will you tell me the numbers? The numbers which you are going to tell him. How will you tell the numbers? See, my request to each and every one of you is that go to the chat box, type your name. Next your name, I want you to type one random 2-digit number, any random 2-digit number from 00 up till 99 one number. For example, 05, 46, 92, 37, 41, 77, right? Now 0911 number from 00 to 99. Why am I asking you to type your name and the number so that you know that this number is given by you right now. I am typing this number live in front of you. So as many times as possible, write your name and then one number, one 2-digit random number 00 to 99, and my colleague, he will log into the chat box and he will tell me your name and the number. I'm going to type those numbers on the chat box. So repeatedly, as many times as possible, your name and a number, 2-digit number, type it. So you will tell the numbers. Okay, tell me the number, sir.
Ravi 69.
Ravi 69. Okay.
Sweta 59.
Sweta 59. Okay.
Venkat Mantri 73.
Venkat 73. Okay.
Lasya 46.
Lasya 46. Okay.
Sai 48.
Sai 48. Okay.
Srini 79.
Srini 79.
Chaitalika 11.
Chaitalika 11. Okay.
Ravi 92.
Ravi 92. Okay.
Ria 56.
Ria 56. Okay.
Yatin 04.
Yatin 04. Okay.
Kiran 18.
Kiran 18. Okay.
Utkarsh 89.
Utkarsh 89. Okay.
Jashwin 55.
Jashwin 55. Okay.
Vishwa 72.
Vishwa 72. You can repeat the numbers if you want. No problem. Okay. Yeah.
Harshit 33.
Harshit 33. Okay.
Sai 75.
Sai 75. Okay.
Subbu 89.
Subbu 89. Okay.
Vaibhav 43.
Vaibhav 43. Okay.
Sriram 24.
Sriram 24. Okay.
Utkarsh 67.
Utkarsh 67.
7.
Okay.
Priya 28.
Priya 28. Okay.
Rahul 17.
Rahul 17. Okay.
Manav 78.
Manav 78. Okay.
Vishwa 63.
Vishwa 63. Okay.
Chaitalika 36.
Chaitalika 36. Okay.
Bruhat 76.
Bruhat 76. Okay.
Sai 48.
Sai 48. Okay.
Sharada 66.
Sharda 66. Okay.
Daksha 34.
Daksha 34. Okay.
Prabhakar 91.
Prabhakar 91. Okay.
Vishwa 99.
Vishwa 99. Okay.
Anvita 23.
Anvita 23. Okay.
Daksha 34.
Daksha 34. Okay.
Jaya 55.
Jaya 55. Okay.
Aurush 38.
Aurish 38. Okay.
Ravi 77.
Ravi 77. Okay.
Sriram 24.
24 Shriram. Okay.
Chatura 18.
Chatra 18. Okay.
Rachana 28.
Rachana 28. Okay.
Rihan 89.
Rihan
89.
89. Okay.
Charani 75.
Charani 75. Okay.
Tejas 23.
Tejas 23. Okay.
Vardhan 69.
Vardhan 69. Okay.
Ishan 46.
Ishan 46. Okay.
Vaishu 25.
Vaishu 25. Okay.
Chaitalika 52.
Chaitalika 52. Okay.
Charan 25.
Charan 25. Okay.
Amitabh 26 to 96.
96. Amitabh. Okay.
Kishore 19.
Kishore 19. Okay.
Charulata 63.
Charlata 63. Enough for me. Okay. So we have filled the screen with the numbers. Just hold for a minute. Friends, whatever numbers you have told, all of them are on the screen, right? And now I'm able to see the numbers. By seeing, anyone can say these numbers.
For those fortunate enough that the person who is always
me now?
curious about
I'm
finding
going to
information
close my
in
eyes.
these apps
I have
at
two
any
cardboards with me, very thick cardboards. I'm going to keep these two cardboards on my eyes. I will ask my colleague to blindfold me with not one, but with two blindfolds, so that you are 100% sure that these numbers are given by you right now live. I have typed those numbers in front of you. I've got two cardboards and two blindfolds, so there's no way I can see those numbers, right? So that you are 100% sure. I don't have any Bluetooth, I don't have any audio device. I have no means to see those numbers live. I will ask my colleague to tell the numbers to me. Let me see if I can memorize all the numbers. Can we start the numbers, please, sir?
Sure, sir. 69,
Okay.
59,
59. Okay.
73,
73. Okay.
46,
46. Okay.
48,
48. Okay.
79,
79. Okay.
11,
11. Okay. 11. Okay.
92,
92. 92. Okay.
56,
56. Okay.
04,
04. Okay.
18,
18. Okay.
89,
89. Okay.
55,
55. Okay.
72,
72. Okay.
33,
33. 33. Okay.
75,
75. 75. Okay.
89,
89. Okay. 89. Okay.
43,
43. 43. Okay.
24,
24. 24. Okay.
67,
67. 67. Okay.
28,
28. Okay.
17,
17. Okay.
78,
78. Okay.
63,
63. Okay.
36,
36. Okay.
76,
76. 76. Okay.
48,
48. Okay. 48. Okay.
66,
66. Okay.
34,
34. 34. Okay.
91,
91. Okay.
99,
99. Okay.
23,
23. Okay.
34,
34. Okay.
55,
55. Okay. 55. Okay.
38,
38. Okay. 38. Okay.
77,
77. Okay. 77. Okay.
24,
24. Okay. 24. Okay. 24. Okay.
18,
1, 8, 18. Okay.
28,
28. Okay.
89,
89. Okay. 89. Okay.
75,
75. Okay. 75. Okay.
23,
23. Okay. 23. Okay.
69,
69. Okay. 69. Okay.
46,
46. Okay. 46. Okay.
25,
25. Okay. 25. Okay.
52,
52. Okay.
25,
25. Okay.
96,
96. Okay.
19,
19. Okay.
63.
63. Okay. 63. Friends, give me 2 minutes of time. I want to check whether I got all the numbers correctly in my brain or not. Give me 2 minutes of time. Okay. Can you tell me all the numbers from the beginning, please?
Okay, sir. 69,
Okay.
59,
Okay.
73,
Okay.
46,
Okay.
48,
Okay.
79,
Okay.
11,
Okay.
92,
Okay.
56,
Okay.
04,
Okay.
18, 18,
Okay.
89,
Okay.
55,
Okay.
72,
72. Okay. 72. Okay.
33,
33. Okay. 33. Okay.
75,
75. Okay. 75. Okay. 75. Okay.
89,
89. Okay.
43,
Okay.
24,
Okay.
67,
Okay.
28,
Okay.
17, 70,
Okay.
78,
Okay.
63,
Okay.
36,
36. Okay.
76,
Okay.
48,
48. Okay.
66,
Okay.
34,
Okay.
91,
Okay.
99,
Okay.
23,
Okay.
34,
34. Okay.
55,
Okay.
38,
Okay.
77,
Okay.
24,
24. Okay.
18, 18,
18. Okay.
28,
Okay.
89,
Okay.
75,
75. Okay.
23,
Okay.
69,
Okay.
46,
46. Okay. 46. Okay.
25,
25. Okay.
52,
52. Okay. 52. Okay.
25,
25. Okay.
96,
Okay.
19, 19,
Okay.
63.
Fine. Friends, now all the numbers are in my brain. Without seeing the screen, I will try and tell you these numbers from backward, from bottom to top, one number. You keep looking at the screen. Will I be able to tell the numbers? You check the screen, right? I'm starting from bottom to top, backward, one number. Look at the screen now. 3, 6, and then 9, 1. After that, the next number is 6, 9. After that, 5, 2, and then 2, 5, 5, 2. After that, the next number is 6, 4, and then 9, 6. After that, 3, 2, 5, 7, 9, 8, 8, 2, 8, 1. And then the next number is 4, 2. And then after that, the next number is 7, 7, 8, 3, 5, 5, 4, 3. And then 3, 2. And then 9, 9, 1, 9, 4, 3, 6, 6. And then the next number is 8, 4, 6, 7, 6, 3. And then 3, 6, 8, 7, 7, 1, 8, 2, 7, 6, 4, 2, 3, 4, 9, 8. After that, the next number is 9, 8. Okay. After that, the next number is 5, 7, 3, 3, 2, 7, 5, 5, and then 9, 8, 8, 1. The next number after that is 4, 0, 6, 5, and then the next number is 2, 9, 1, 1, 9, 7, 8, 4, 6, 4, 3, 7, and then the next number after that is 9, 5, 9, 6. All of them are right? Okay.
Wonderful, sir.
Now can I do?
Wonderful, sir.
Okay. This time I will try and tell numbers from top to bottom. 2 numbers. Look at the screen now. Can I tell these numbers this way also? Let us check the numbers. 69, 59, 73, and then 46, 48, and then the next number 79, and then 11, 92, 56, 04, 18. After that 89. The next number is 55, 72, and then 33, and then 75, 89, 43, 24, 67, 28, 17, 78, 63. The next number 36, after that 76, and then 48, 66, 34, 91, and then 99. After that, the next number 23, and then 34, 55, and then 38, then 77. Then the next number is 24. After that, 18, 28, 89, 75, 23, 69, and then 46, then 25, 52, 25. The next number is 96, 19, and the last number that's coming up is 63.
Absolutely correct, sir.
Wonderful.
Thing now,
Yeah.
there are 5 rows. No, you may be thinking Jaisima tried to by heart. No, I'm using one memory technique. 5 rows are there. Can you go to chart box? Type one row number 1 to 5. Any one row number, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, any one row number. Can you type one row number?
Fourth row.
Fourth row, let me see if I can tell forward the fourth row. Fourth row forward, 99. After that, the next number is 18. After that, next number 23, then 34, and then 55, and the next number is 38. After that, 77. After that, 24. After that, 18, 28, and then 89. Correct? Tell me one more row number.
Shweta, second row.
Shweta, second row backward. Let me try and tell you Shweta, second row backward, 67, then 24, and then 43, and then 89, and then 75, and then 33, and then 72, and then 55, and then 89, and then 18. Correct?
Correct, sir.
Now press the enter button. There are 10 columns vertically top to bottom. 1 to 10. One column number. Can you type in the chart box one column number? Any one column number.
Yeah, ninth column, sir.
Ninth column. Let me try and tell you from top to bottom, ninth column. Okay. Ninth column, 56. After that, 24. The next one is 34. After that is 28. After that is 19. Okay. One more column number.
Nageshwar Reddy, seventh column, sir.
Nageshwar Reddy, seventh column. From bottom to top, we'll check, sir. Bottom to top, seventh column. This is 25. After that is 24. After that, the next is 48. After that is 89. After that is 11. Correct
Correct,
answer?
sir.
Now press the enter button. You can see 50 boxes on the screen. Can you come to chart box? Can you type one box number 1 to 50? I will tell you the number inside the box. Any one box number.
Bruhat, 27th box.
Bruhat 27. That is 48.
Ganga, 46.
Ranga 46. That's 52.
Sweta, 48.
Shweta 48. 48. Okay. 48 box. That is 48 boxes 96.
Alliance Academy, 26.
Second 26. That is 76.
Vaishnavi, 12.
Vaishnavi 12 boxes 89.
Charani, 20.
Charani 20 boxes 67.
Ravi, 42.
Ravi 42. That is 23.
Sriram, 50.
Shyam 50. The last one is 63.
Daksha, 36.
Daksha 36. That is 77.
Last year, 30.
Last year 30. That is 80. That is 91.
Nageshwar Reddy, 41.
Nageshwar Reddy sir 41. That is 75.
Sir.
Now do one thing, sir. You told box number. I told you inside number. Let us play the reverse game now. You go to chart box. Type the number which you see inside the box. You type the number which you see inside the box. I will tell you the box number of that number. So type the number which you see inside the box now.
Sweta, 89.
Shweta 89. 89 is in quite a few places, Shweta ma'am. Now 89 is box number. One is box number 12. One is box number 17. And same thing is box number 40. Also same number is there.
Correct,
Answer?
sir.
Okay, next.
Ganga, 73.
Ganga 73. Okay. 73 box number 3.
Yes. Yahin, 04.
04 is box number 10.
Alliance Academy, 38.
Alliance Academy 38. 38 number is box number 35.
Ishan, 19.
Ishan 19 is box number 49.
Charani, 72.
Sharon is 72 box number 14.
Vaishnavi, 75.
Vaishnavi 75 is in two places. Box number 16, box number 41. Same number is there.
Saitilika, 67.
Saitilika 67. Now 67. That is box number, 67. Where is the 67? 67 is in which box? Okay, 67 box 67. 1 second. That is in box number box number 1 second. 67, right? 1 second. Where is 67? 1 second. 67. Box number 20.
Correct, sir.
Correct. Okay.
Sriram, 28.
Shriram 28 is in two places. Box number 21. Same thing is box number 39. Also same number is there. Right?
Sai, 53.
53. 53 Sai. 53 number is not there at all. 53 number is not there.
Last year, 23.
23 is in the box number. One is box number 32. Same thing is the box number 42. Same number is the right answer.
Ravi,
Is that-
69.
Ravi 69. Where is 69? Okay, 69 is box number 1 and box number 43, same number is there. Correct answer?
Absolutely
Okay.
correct, sir.
Can you take out this blindfold
sir.
so that my friends, they know that there's no cheating happening here, because all of them are in US and I'm here in Hyderabad right now. Okay, he's taking out the blindfold.
Wonderful, sir. Thank you very much. Wonderful.
Two cardboards are there in front of my eyes right now. Can you see that? Okay, right. Now my question is, did you enjoy this demonstration, all of you?
Yes.
Did you enjoy this?
Yes.
So how many of you say that, yes, I want to learn this method right now, or I want my children to master this technique right now? Because if you simply come and watch me do it, is of no use. You come and clap. Jessima, you have a good memory. How is it going to help you? No. Can I have the same memory? Because most people think that memory comes by birth. Absolutely no. If that was the case, all people who are born to learned parents would have good memory, right? That's not the question. 20% your brain health depends on your mom and dad, and 80% memory is a skill, something you learn by doing. Many people ask me, Jessima, by birth only you have this memory. Let me tell you, absolutely no. I come from a small place. I don't know how many of you know this part of Hyderabad. I come from a small place near Hyderabad. I come from a place called Nalgonda, small district, small village, 100 kilometers from Hyderabad. And 7 children in our family, no food to eat. I have not gone to school till 12 years of age. Till 12 years of age. And I went to school when I was in 12 years old, and 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. 10th got over. I got into the Indian Air Force as an airman technician, lowest rank. My salary at that time was 390 rupees per month. From there, I went on to become a technician. From there, flight engineer, then I went on to become an Air Force pilot. And I got 8 PG qualifications as of today. MSc Mathematics, MSc Defense and Strategic Analysis, MSc Applied Psychology, MSc in Counseling Psychotherapy. I've done my MBA. I'm a mechanical engineer. I'm also a company secretary. Now, so many degrees I've got. How? By learning this. And when I was a squadron leader, I left my job. I wanted to get into this motivation field. And 10 years back, I had no idea about memory, because I chose to do something for the children. Then I came into this memory field, and today I become the president World Memory Sports Council, only Indian with maximum Guinness World Records. So what you understand? So anything by practice you can learn. That's all simple. Okay, nothing to worry about. Nothing, simply practice. Okay, any one of you can learn. But you will ask me this question, Jessima, what is so great about these numbers? Anyone can remember these numbers, no? See, anyone's memory you want to test, only way to test is by giving numbers, because doctors say our brain at one stretch, it can remember 7 numbers at one stretch, or 7 items together at one stretch. We call this as a one chunk. If I give you 7 objects, 7 items, 7 words, brain can easily remember. Plus minus 2. It can't remember more than this. We call this as one chunk. That's why sometime back in India, most of the landline numbers were only 7 numbers. Right now, the landline number has become 8 digits. When you write 8 digits, what we do? We write 4 numbers, give space and 4 more numbers. Why? To remember. Like mobile has got 10 digits. How do you write? 5 numbers, space and 5 numbers. You might be having one debit card, bank credit card. It will have 60 numbers. How are they printed? 4 numbers, space, 4 numbers, again space. Why? Without space, we can't remember. That's why. Why I'm telling all this? Anyone's memory you want to test, only exam is to give numbers. For example, most of you in NATS, you know Telugu. I know Telugu. If we say something, you can remember. If I tell you something in Malayalam, if I tell something in Chinese, will you be able to remember? You say, no, this language I don't know. Means place to place, country to country, the language will change. You can't remember. Right? Similarly, subject. You are a software engineer. If I give you something to do with the computer, you can remember. Medicine, you don't know. If I tell you some medical terms, you will not be able to remember. So person to person, subject will also change. But numbers, you go to Holland, Poland, Netherlands, New Zealand, England, India, or Pakistan, Bangladesh, US, numbers won't change. That's why they give numbers. And let me share with you one newspaper report with you. One newspaper report. See, the first memory championship happened in US, okay, in the year 1994. Look at this, 1994. The first memory championship happened there, okay. First memory championship happened there. And many people went for this competition. And there was a man by name Jonathan Hong Kong from Russia. He was given 120 numbers to remember. He could remember 91 numbers. How, we don't know. For which his name got into Guinness Book of Records. Many people wanted to ask him, how he could remember. He never told anyone the secret. 3 years later, 1997, one day Jonathan's wife and 2 kids were going by a car, and then that car fell off a big bridge and he died in the big accident. With him, the memory secret also got vanished. And thereafter, nobody could remember. And only few years later, somebody, what he has done, if Jonathan remember 91, this guy went on to remember, 200 numbers. 91 ka double, how much is this? 182. Add 18, 200 numbers by memorizing. That guy got into Guinness Book of Records. Who is that person? Any idea? The man who is talking to you right now. That was my first Guinness World Record. And that's the man who is talking. This is my name, Squadron Leader Jaisima. You can Google. You can go to my website. India's Memory Council President, only Indian with maximum Guinness World Records. I've done this, okay. And today, I can teach you and your children how you can make your studies, your academics very easy for you. You want to remember data, you want to remember one long answer question, one essay question, or you want to forget something, or you want to remember one big speech, or you want to remember scientific terminology, anything you want to remember, I'll be able to help you to remember. Okay, that's what I'm trying to tell you, that memory will come by practice. By practice, anyone can do this, okay? Anyone can do. We all can do, right? So that's why did I show this demonstration? Because seeing is believing. When you want to learn cricket, you want to see Virat Kohli easy able to bat. When you want to learn acting, Amitabh Bachchan is able to act. When somebody wants to teach you how to make money, Mukesh Ambani is able to make money. You want to see them doing and then you want to learn. Otherwise, your children will say, Mama, this guy, I don't know. He says he has got maximum Guinness World Records, what he can do. So you will have a big question mark. That's why I did this demonstration. Every week, when you come and in live now, I'll show you one demonstration for you and I'll be teaching you one after the other. You be with me and you can be on US television. You can be in every newspaper. Not only the spell bee contest, any competition, you'll be able to win your children, and that too happily, right? And only one, caution that I would like to tell you is, many of you will ask me, before this, our children, are they not passing exam? They were passing. If they don't learn this memory techniques, will they not pass? They will still pass. But then how this memory workshop will help our children, help us? The thing is, right now I'm in my house. I want to go from here to the airport. I can go by walk. I can go by car. Which one is easy? Car is much easier than going by walk. Yes, sir. I'm in the basement of my apartment. I want to go to 8th floor. I can walk up the steps. I can go by lift. Which one is easy? Lift is much more easy, right? That means once easy methods are there, why should we use difficult methods? Why should we struggle? As of now, 21st century, the whole world has become a global village. Our children, they compete with, not with the neighboring country, right? But the whole world has become a global village. So you have to be the best doctor, one of, your kind in your profession. You want to be an accountant, you should be the number one. You want to be an engineer, you should be number one. And you should be the number one guy. Then only you can actually excel in this field. For that only, I'm going to teach you these techniques. Now, before I teach you the number technique, can I teach you one simple memory method to all of you? Okay. You can type anything that you want. Okay. That option to mute. Okay. I'm leaving it to you. So you have option to, you have option to unmute. You can ask me a question, because the thing is, let us make this session little more interactive. If you sit in a session and without understanding a concept, when you go to next session, you will not be able to follow. That's why anything not clear and some confusion, stop me so that I will re-explain the whole concept again. Okay, so you have that option. When you want to speak, unmute, talk to me, and then when you don't want, you can mute yourself, or you can type something in the chat box so that I'll be able to answer your query then and there. Okay, and at the end of each and every session, I'll give you my personal contact number, my email ID. You can post any question that I will try and clarify in the next session that we're going to do. Is that okay? If there is something very peculiar, particular, only concerned with you, then I will come live and I will talk to you. Okay, I will tell you how you can be in touch with me. Done. Now, can we do one small? Can we learn one small memory technique now? Shall we learn? Now, before I teach you one technique, shall I test your memory? Shall I test? Do one thing now. All of you, those who are on live now, keep your pen and paper down. Many of you busy making notes now. Keep the pen paper down. I know by writing anyone can remember. Without writing, I'm going to tell you some simple words. I want to see whether you can remember them or not. Let us check that. Okay, na? Okay, just for you to know, so that before learning memory techniques, where were you? After learning, where are you? You will understand. Okay, done? Okay, I'm telling you simple words. Let's try them. Remember one word called plate, bucket, potato, pencil, bike, fish, battery, camera. After camera, the next one, Barack Obama, national flag, dinosaur. Remember dinosaur. After dinosaur, the next one, banana. Few more. Parrot, moon, river, elephant, spectacles, Titanic, Michael Jackson, and the last one is airport. So many words I have told you. Now, without writing on the paper, I want you to close your eyes and check on your fingers as to how many words you think you remember. You don't have to remember them in order. First one, last okay, last one, middle okay, anyway okay. How many words you think you remember? Can you check that? Okay. Just, I want you to just tell me the number. How many you think you remember? Come to chat box and just type. I remember 5, 7, 8, 10, whatever. Only the number. Don't write the words, just number. Four, okay. 9, okay, 9, 10, 10, 7, 6, 11, 10, 8, 5, 7, 4, 12. Good, 12 is a very good number. 11. Oh, somebody remembered 18. Okay, 9. Superb. 11. No, I understood a memory. You know what's the problem? What is happening? Most of us were using our known memory method, only method. That is what by hearting method. I've told you plate, you said plate, plate, plate. I told you bucket, plate, bucket, plate, bucket. I told you potato, plate, bucket, potato, plate, bucket, potato. The moment I told pencil, plate, you forgot. And the moment I told you bike, you forgot your name. The moment I told you fish, whether you are a girl or a boy, total confusion. No, that's the problem happening to all of us. Why? We are trying to by heart. We are trying to repeat those words. Repetition, by hearting is one of the memory technique. And where to use it, when to use it, I will tell you on week 4 and week 5. But right now, these words, we can't use that method. Which method? Very simple method called visualization. That method we have to use. What do you mean by visualization? Any idea? Visualization means what? Imagination. Our
Yes.
brain and the computer both work in similar fashion. Yeah, someone say something?
Yeah.
Visualization?
Visualization means like, so someone says a word and
Yeah.
think of like what that word is in your
What
head.
it was. So you are able to see that picture, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. See, our computer and our brain both work in similar fashion. If we type something into the computer, what does it do? It converts the data into binary code 0110. Reason? The computer knows only binary code language. Brain, whichever subject, whichever language you may read, when it goes inside, it converts the data into pictures. Why? The way you have one television in the house, there's one TV in the brain, you see pictures. If I tell you Statue of Liberty, what has come to you? The picture of Statue of Liberty, not the spelling. If I told Niagara Falls, you saw Niagara Falls, not the spelling. That's why most of you complain. Most of you tell me, sir, if I see one movie, long time I remember the story. But if I read a book, within few days I forget. What is the reason? Reason is very simple. In a movie, lot of pictures are there. In textbook, pictures are not there. Understand this? So what we have to do? We have to master this method as to how to convert this textbook words into a picture. This is the foundation. This is the method we have to master. Once you learn this method, whether you want to master medicine, engineering, or any rocket science, doesn't really matter. You have to use this method. And without that, you can't remember anything. That's the only way brain can remember. See, now I'm going to teach you this method. Wherever you are, sit comfortably in the chair. Both the feet flat on the ground. Let's do one little activity now. Both the feet flat on the ground, hands on the thighs, gently close your eyes. Take a deep breath, hold it, slowly exhale. As you exhale, tell yourself, relax, relax, and relax. One more deep breath, hold it, slowly exhale. As you exhale, tell yourself, relax, relax, and relax. Now I'm going to tell you one story, and in the story, some pictures will come. All that you should do is close your eyes, see those pictures in your mental television. That's all. See those pictures. Until and unless I tell you to open the eyes, do not open eyes. Okay? Eyes closed. Imagine on your right hand, I'm keeping a plate. Look at that stainless steel plate. On the plate, I'm keeping one bucket. Imagine one pink color bucket. In the bucket, I'm putting some potatoes. The bucket is getting filled with the potatoes, and now the hand is becoming heavier and heavier. Okay. Now the bucket is filled with potatoes. Top of the potatoes, there's a pencil. Look at the green color pencil. Sharp edge of the pencil, there's one bike. Look at that bike. Duke bike, one bike, imagine one red color bike. And one fish is driving the bike. Imagine how funny. One fish is driving the bike. And in the rear seat, the fish is carrying some batteries. Look at this, fish is carrying some batteries. What did the fish do? It took those batteries, loading those batteries inside the camera. Look at that black camera. You snatch the camera from the fish. With that camera, you are clicking the picture of Barack Obama. Look at Obama. What is Obama doing at the time? He is opening the national flag. So the moment he opened the flag, and the flag, you saw one dinosaur picture. Soon, the dinosaur came to life, very hungry. So it started to eat a banana. So the moment a dinosaur took one bite of the banana, from the banana, one parrot is coming out. Look at that green color parrot is coming out, opening its wings, flying all the way to the moon. Look at that parrot is flying to the moon. The moment you reach the moon, there you saw one nice, beautiful river. Look at that white water, cold, water river. Okay. Next to the river, there's one elephant. Look at that baby elephant. Elephant has got some eyesight problem. It is wearing some spectacles. Elephant is put on Ray-Ban glasses. because it has got some eyesight problem. How funny. Elephant has put on some spectacles. And the moment elephant put on spectacles, it saw one Titanic ship. And in the Titanic, Michael Jackson is going and stopping near an airport. Okay. And there you are receiving Michael Jackson at the airport. Look at that big airport written there. Okay. Eyes keep them closed. Let me ask you some questions. Answer to my question from the beginning. First of all, on your hand, what is there? Plate. Top of the plate, bucket. Instead of the bucket, potato. Top of the potato, pencil. Bike. Who is driving the bike? Fish. Rear seat, battery. Inside the camera. Who's there? Barack Obama is opening the flag. On the flag, what picture? Dinosaur. Dinosaur is eating a banana. From banana, what came out? Parrot. Went to the moon. You saw there river. Next to the river, elephant. It put on spectacles. And it's a Titanic. Who is going Titanic? Michael Jackson. He came to the airport. Okay. Now listen to story once again. On your right hand, I am keeping a plate. On the plate, one pink color bucket. In the bucket, I am pouring some potatoes. Top of the potatoes, one green color pencil. Sharp edge of the pencil, one bike. And on the bike is being driven by a fish. Fish rear seat carrying batteries, loading them inside the camera. You took the camera, taking the picture of Barack Obama. Is opening the national flag. And the flag, dinosaur picture. And dinosaur is eating a banana. From banana, one parrot is coming out. It went to the moon. In moon, you saw river. Next to the river, there is one elephant. It put on spectacles and it saw one Titanic. Michael Jackson coming and stopping at the airport. Okay, story is over. Let me tell you 20 words. Check whether you got all the words clearly or not. Okay, let us check them. Plate, bucket, potato, pencil, bike, fish, battery, camera, Barack Obama, national flag, dinosaur, banana, parrot, moon, river, elephant, spectacles, Titanic, Michael Jackson, airport. 20 words. Okay. My question is, do you have all the 20 words in the brain? Now, my thing is very simple. My challenge. Out of you, who can tell me all the 20 words back to me? In the same order. You should tell me. Who can tell me all the 20 words? Who can tell me?
Come on.
Yeah. Tell me. Yeah.
Plate,
Yes.
bucket,
Yes.
potatoes,
Yes.
pencil,
Yes.
bike,
Yes.
fish,
Yes.
batteries,
Yes.
camera,
Yes.
Barack Obama,
Yes.
national flag,
Yes.
dinosaur, banana,
Yes.
parrot,
Yes.
moon,
Yes.
river,
Yes.
spectacles,
Yes.
Titanic,
Yes.
Michael Jackson,
Yes. Wonderful. Give her a big applause now. Wonderful. Okay. Super. Super. You can do all of them. That means it was so difficult 1 minute back. It becomes so easy. By memorizing become very easy. You know, this is what's called visualization technique. Now you know this method. Now, how do you make this? Now you tell, okay, how do you make this story? This story method, let me just tell you, this method, we call it as what? Visualization method. So you learned how to make this story method, okay? So you learned this method, okay? For example, if I give you some words like troops, straw, mess, thermos, excess. So how do you construct a story? Let me just explain the story method. Today, you master this method. Next week, I will take you to the higher method. See, if I tell you troops, what you should do? Imagine, army troops. Just imagine a picture, right? Next, I told you straw. Straw means what? Imagine straw means grass. Army troops and straw, you have to make a connection. So, army troops came and sat on a straw. Make a picture. Done. The next one is what? Mess. Mess is a place where you eat your food. Right? So mess, army troops, they sat on a straw, they landed in the mess. Imagine this is a place. Okay. Next is what? Thermos means what? Thermos flask, where you keep your coffee or tea for it to stay hot. So army troops, they sat on a straw and then they landed in the mess and they found one thermos flask. And the last word is what? Excess. Means imagine they have not eaten any food since morning. They're asking 1 cup tea, 1 more cup tea, so many cups of tea. So army troops, they sat on a straw, they went to the mess, they found 1 thermos flask, and they're asking for excess tea. So that's how one word to the other word we make one link. So my question is, do you have all these 5 words? Troops, straw, mess, thermos, excess. Okay. So army troops, they sat on a straw and they landed in a mess and they found 1 thermos flask and they're asking for excess tea. Have you got all the 5 words here? Yes. Now, if I ask you, why did you remember all these 5 words? You remembered what? You remember the 5 layers of atmosphere. What are 5 layers of atmosphere? See, troops means what? Can you tell me what is the layer of
Squad.
atmosphere? Straw means?
Grass. Those excess haze.
Mess.
Grass.
Mess. Thermos means
Being filthy.
thermosphere. Excess means what? Exosphere. See, when you go to school, your teacher would tell you troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, exosphere. You know these 5 layers, but how to remember? Most of the time, now we don't know that method. Using this, now you can remember. That means what? Anytime you have to remember, this will work as an anchor. It will be giving you some little idea. So this memory training will not replace your teacher. It will be working as a supplement to your teacher. It will work as supplement. Means what? You know, you understood the entire concept that you know, but sometimes I'm forgetting. And the moment you say troops, what will come with troops? Automatically troposphere will come. When I say straw, means stratosphere will come. Automatically will come. That's how this is going to help you a lot. Okay. So that means 60 to 70% you have to go to school and college and try to understand the concept, but how to remember and reproduce for the examination, you have to use our memory technique. So that and this, if you combine, what will happen is you will become a lethal weapon. You will become unquestionable. You will have victory. You can really make it very big in your life now. That's how we are going to make it big in life. Understood? But the question that you'll ask me is, now you tell your mom, you tell your dad that I have attended one session by Jaisima on memory. He taught me how to remember words. And your mother says, okay, now I will give you some words to remember. She will write some 20 words and she'll ask you to remember. And what will you say? I don't know how to make a story. Next Sunday, sir will come again on Zoom session. He will tell me the story. I'm going to tell you those words back. If I tell you, right, is that okay? Or if you tell your mom that next week I will tell you, will she be happy? No, right? That means I will be there only for 5 sessions. After that, what will happen? That means you should become independent enough to use those methods on your own. I am there, but even if I am not there also, you should be able to use these methods. See, when you were a small baby, you were walking, holding a mother's finger, and when you grew up, you learn to walk on your own without holding a mother's finger. So I am there right now. I am helping you with the story. But even if I am not there, you should be able to make your own story. How to make a story? That means for that few secrets are there. You master those secrets. 5 secrets are there. Simple. 5 plus 1, 6 secrets. If you learn them for today, enough for you. Next week, I'll teach you how you can apply this method to your academics very easily to study whatever you want. See, the secrets of, we call this as what? Visualization method. We call this as a story method. We call this as a linking method. We also call this as a chain method. We call it by different methods, but method is same. There are 6 secrets. The first one is what? Big or small. Means anything you want to visualize in the brain, that object should be either too big or too small, brain can remember. Imagine you went to a shopping mall, there you happen to see one tall person and you looked at him. Maybe 6 months later, you were in the airport, you were about to board in and you saw the same uncle. You say, Ma, I saw the same uncle a few months back in the in the shopping complex. Will you forget that person? No, because he was so tall. It was there in your memory. One person is very short. Will you forget that person? No. Somebody is very fat. Will you forget that person? No. Somebody is very thin. Will you forget? No. Means anything big, anything small, brain will remember. So if I tell you watch, imagine a big watch or a small watch, brain will remember. Anything big or small, brain will remember. If I tell you a pen, what you should do? Imagine a pen, a small pen or a big pen, brain will remember. So secret number one, normal size, brain doesn't remember. Secret number one. Secret number two, how to make a story. Even if I am not there, how we can, astonish people, how we can surprise people, how we can impress people at home by the story today. That method is called motion or action. What do you mean by motion? Motion means what?
Motion is when people move.
Yeah, when it's moving. See, if I'm holding like this pen, it doesn't attract your attention. If I'm moving this pen, why this pen is moving, why this pen is moving, brain gets attracted. That means if I tell you a car, see the car, not in the garage. Car is zooming on the road. Just imagine. If I tell you an aeroplane, don't see the aeroplane on the runway. Aeroplane is flying in the air, you must see. If I tell you a train, don't see train on the platform, but train chuk 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 moving, you see. That means anything in motion, brain will see. Okay, motion. Initially, I told you, remember what? Plate, bucket, potato, and then pencil. You couldn't remember. But next time when I told you a story, you could remember. Why? Because I connected one word with another word with something motion. So anytime if I tell any object, see that object moving, dancing, right? And doing some action, you remember much easily. Secret number two. Secret number three is what? Secret number three, we call this as what? We call this as what? Illogical. What do you mean by illogical? Illogical means what?
It's not logical.
What do you mean by logical?
It's like weird.
Not
out of
really.
place.
Yeah. Imagine on one Sunday morning, you went to a beach. Imagine, okay? Sunday morning, 8 o'clock. You and your friend went to a beach. There you saw one of your, neighbor uncle and his wife. Both of them, you saw them going for a walk. You told your friend, oh, uncle and aunt also have come for a morning walk. You made a comment and you forgot. Next week, you and your friend went to the same beach for a walk. And there you saw the same uncle walking. But this time, he was walking along with some other auntie, imagine. So as you're walking, you say, oh my God, how come this uncle walking with that aunt? Right? Will you forget this? You won't forget. That means why? Why do you remember this? Because husband and wife going on a bike, going in a car, going to a temple, going to a church, going to a mosque, right? Going to a hotel, going to a shopping mall is a common thing. Brain says delete out of recycle bin. But this uncle going with that aunt is something illogical and funny. Brain will remember. That means anything funny, brain will remember. See, I told you, bike is being driven by a fish. Fish, will it be able to drive a bike? Funny thing, brain will remember. Right? Right? Imagine from banana, parrot is coming out. Is it possible? No. Elephant, can it put on spectacles? Not possible. Right? Michael Jackson already passed away. How he will be, how he can come live and come in the Titanic ship. Is it possible? Titanic sank so many years back. Is it possible? No, no. Anything funny, anything illogical, brain will remember. That means so far we have been using only left brain, logical brain, thinking brain. So we have to use little bit of right brain. Brain can remember. Right brain means what? Creative brain. Brain can remember much easily. Okay. So illogical and funny brain can remember. Secret number 3. Right. Secret number 4. What we should do? Secret number 4 is color. What do you mean by color? Anything colorful, brain will remember. You understand this? You must have seen, no? any movie, once a hero dancing with the 10 boys behind him, a group dance, did you ever notice the 10 boys who are behind hero, all of them will be in one color dress. Hero alone, separate color dress. Did you ever observe that? Have you ever seen that in a movie? Especially if you come to India, if you have seen any Bollywood movie, you see, hero dancing with 10 boys and all the boys one color and hero alone separate color. Did you see that? Now my question is, why separate color dress for hero?
Because the hero is special.
Because he will stand out. Brain will be getting attracted. So when all of them are same color dress, your brain will weed away. It just filters them out. Now hero separate dress, no, you only will be observing as how this hero is dancing. You understand? Anything colorful. If I tell a watch, what color watch? I'm wearing one yellow watch, right? Somebody may be black watch, somebody may be white watch. If I tell a car, right? Car has got different color, right? Different colors are there. What color car? You have to really see that color car. Which color car? Now, when I say shirt, which color shirt are you wearing? So very important, right? Everything colorful, brain will like it. So colorful things, brain will like it. So see them in color. Secret number 4. Secret number 5 is what? Secret number 5, we call it as what? Using 5 senses. What do you mean by 5 senses? Which are the 5 senses that we have? Any idea?
Touch.
Yes, touch.
Touch,
Taste.
hear,
See.
smell, taste,
Hear.
and see.
Feel.
Now, you are right. Eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and touch. Okay, skin. What is the relation between senses and the memory? Any idea?
And sometimes remember painful senses.
Yeah, that means what? See, I want to send some data into my computer hard disk. How do I send? Through keyboard. So keyboard is one way to send data into the computer hard disk. Yes or no? Similarly, brain is a hard disk. I want to remember something. I want to send data. How I send? I see. Through my eyes, I send data. Through my ears, I hear and send data. Through nose, I smell and send data. I taste and send data, and I touch, I feel and send data. That means 5 senses are the 5 ways to send data into the brain. And if you use only one sense, you have only lighter impression. Multiple senses, if you send information, and stronger the impression, higher the recall. So you must, when you go to school, you must see your ma'am. You must see what is she writing on the screen, okay? And what is she trying to tell you? You must listen. You must explain. You have to do some experiment in the lab. So involve more than one sense, you remember much better. So stronger the input, easy the recall. More than one sense you must involve. Secret number 5. On the last secret, okay, for the day. What is the last secret for the day? Last secret for the day, we call this as what? Personal. Personal means what?
It means belonging to you.
That means anything that happens to you, you remember. Something happens. Imagine you came to India, and that's when one of your uncle, okay, he was affected with the COVID. And what did you do in the hospital? Everything you remember. If you are in US and one of your friend came to America, and then one of your friend came to India, and then he told you, right, when he came back to US that he went to India, one of his grandfather had COVID affected and he had suffered in the hospital. If you tell, you listen and forget. Why? Because it happened to your friend, not to you. That means anything happens to me, I remember. If something happens to somebody, I don't remember. What actually happens, children, that whenever we're reading a lesson about a king, about an emperor, about a political leader, about the president of US, anything I'm reading about history, anything, no, that person is different, you are different. And that's why you don't remember. So that means, imagine when you read any lesson, you must become the central character. When you read about Harry Potter, you must become the central character. And then you imagine everything is happening around you. If you can imagine that way, you will remember. And if you don't imagine that way, that means you will not remember. Understand now? That means if I tell you, right, Gandhiji fought for India's independence. If I tell you, Gandhiji fought for India's independence, so what? You will not remember. But imagine you only become Gandhiji. You were only fighting for independence. Will you forget? No. If I tell you, okay, now about civilization, you will not remember. Imagine you were only primitive men. Okay, how are you living in the caves? How are you covering your body? How are you doing this? Now, how are you, putting a fire? If I imagine, no, will you forget? You will not forget at all. That means everything you should imagine yourself. Okay, if you can do that, very easy for you to remember. Are you able to understand? That's how we can remember those words now. Now the question is, now you have to do 2 works today. You should take 10 to 15 words today from your mom or dad, and then see if you can make a story and remember those words. Ask them to give them one, paper and pencil, and let them write some words. Will you be able to make one story and tell? How will you make a story? Imagine one word to the other word. You should make it big. Okay, make it in motion and illogical, funny. Connect one word to the other word and make a story and see if you can remember those words. And how can you use this method? And this method, we can use it for any textbook. See, any textbook, if you see, you find some 10 to 12 chapters, okay? And every chapter will have some paragraphs. Authors, why do they write in paragraph? Any idea? Authors, why do they write in paragraph? Because every paragraph will have one central theme, one key idea. So how to take out this key idea, and then how can I remember? That means whenever you are reading one paragraph, you should, the moment you finish a paragraph reading, pause, ask, what is so important in this paragraph? Pick up that idea. Next paragraph, what's the key point to take out? And then make one story and then remember. If you can use that method, you can easily remember. So today, the homework for you is take 20-30 words from your mom or dad. You yourself write them down, and can you make a story and remember? I want you to do this. Okay. Second thing is how you can take out the key points from any textbook, any answer. You try and experiment this, right? And if you have any question, what you should do, I will give you my number where you can call me up. Okay, just hold on. You can message me on this number. Okay, and where it is not possible, I will do that. Okay. See, this is my number. That's my name, and you can take a mobile and click one picture. That's my WhatsApp number, right? In India, we put +91 9866018989 is my number. So you have any query, right? You can message me on this number, and that's my email ID. That's my website. You can message me on my mobile number, and I'll be able to clarify. Okay, so that's my number. That's my name. Okay, you can check about me in Google. You can message me, and in the next week you will ask me this question, sir. But in textbook, everything you cannot make a story like plate bucket. I know. Then how to remember? That means one medicine name, okay, one animal name, right? One zoological name of an animal, one plant name, botanical name. How do you remember? One country and capital. How do you remember? If I give you one country and currency, how to remember? That I will do in the next session. Okay. But today, what you will do? You will do practice this whole week. Daily, you will take 10-12 words from your mom or dad. Okay. And then see if you can make a story. If you're not able to make a story, what do? Whatever the words your mom or dad have given, take one picture and to this number, send me on WhatsApp. This words I need to remember. How do I remember? Send me a picture and I will help you how you can make the story. And maybe I'll call you back and I'll help you with the story. So this method we have to practice, right? So why we should not learn more because memory is going to happen step by step. Little we are going to learn now. Little. Okay. And next week I will teach you a method called substitution method. Substitution means where I cannot get a original picture. How can you convert that picture and remember that? I will teach you. The next week I will teach you how you can remember the numbers. Okay, the way I have told numbers, that technique called phonetic method, I'll teach you, and you'll become an expert. You'll be able to remember the numbers that way also. Okay, understood? Okay, right? So, guys, any questions you got right now? Any questions you would like to ask me right now before we close session today? You understood today's session?
Yes.
Yes. So will you do this work? Because if you don't do any practice, if you simply keep the book away, if you don't exercise, what will happen? You will be where you are. If you do little practice like bicycle riding, your coach will teach you, but more time you spend on a bicycle, the expert rider will become. Now swimming also, more time you spend in the pool, the better swimmer you become. Car driving also, more time your mom spends in the car, she becomes expert driver. So anything will come only by practice. Without practice, nothing will come. You have to practice, okay? So you have to practice for some time and things will become okay. And any one of you, in today's session, I have a question, I have got doubt. I gave you my personal mobile number, so you can message me on WhatsApp. You can call me up as well, okay? And then you can talk to me. So this is a doubt I have got, this is a question I have got. Similarly, if you think your parents have got any question, any doubt, that this is what memory problem you have, you can post that question on WhatsApp. And as we go along, in the next 5 weeks, I'll keep covering those topics as we go along, okay? So next week, our topic would be same time that we came today. The topic would be where we don't have pictures, how we can break this word, put sense into nonsense, how we can substitute these words with something else, and how we can remember those words. That's the question. That's going to be very interesting session next week. And next session, I will do how you can remember the numbers. Okay, one week I'll take you forward. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Andy Jasim Garu. Thank you very much for all your valuable suggestions, valuable help, and Andaru, they will learn from these techniques. మనం నెక్స్ట్ వీక్ ప్రోగ్రాము అది మళ్ళీ ఫ్లైయర్ పంపిస్తాం అందరికి. యా రవి గారు.
Yeah, thank you so much, Andy. Jaisima Garu. I'm sure kids all across the nation have definitely learned so much today, and they are going to apply these things in life. And thank you so much for walking us through in a practically applicable way, that everybody can relate to. And so we are excited for the upcoming sessions as well, sir. So we'll look forward to the next week's session.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much for everything.
Thank you, sir. Good night, sir. Bye.
Good night.
Thank you,
sir.
Good night.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you so much, sir.